Parker Schnabel's mining season is hanging by a thread, and the only thing that can save it is some seriously heavy-duty hauling power. It's been 4 grueling months of non-stop challenges, from hauling pay dirt across long distances to struggling with wash plant placement. Parker's operation at Dominion Creek has been pushed to its limits. The gold is there, but not nearly enough to hit his ambitious targets, and week after week his production numbers have been consistently disappointing, with a goal of 1,000 ounces of gold per week. Something had to change, and fast. That's when Parker made the call to bring in the big guns. In came 2 S60 rock trucks, absolute monsters on wheels. These beasts can haul up to 600 yards of dirt per hour, nearly double what standard mining trucks can carry. That means more dirt moved, more gold processed, and a real shot at hitting those targets. But there's a catch: running these massive machines around the clock puts a serious strain on the equipment. If one of them breaks down, the entire operation grinds to a halt, and with no backup trucks on site, there's no room for error. At the long cut, the team is racing against time, hauling pay dirt from the downstream men to keep production moving. This week, we only have 2 wash plants running. Sad. I'm starting to get used to having 3 plants running and having a lot of nice big cleanups. Right, the gold count fluctuates from week to week, and Mitch is determined to get a solid cleanup. But Parker has another problem on his hands. He's running these trucks at their absolute max. His father always warned him about overloading trucks beyond the manufacturer's limit. But Parker, he's never been one to play it safe. Pushing the trucks harder means moving more dirt, and moving more dirt means a shot at hitting that 1,000-ounce goal. Originally, Parker had his sights set on a massive 10,000-ounce season, but as reality sets and expectations have shifted, now he's hoping for at least 8,000. With time running out and no room for mechanical failures, will these rock trucks be the game-changer Parker needs just when things couldn't get any tougher? This week brings another major setback. Only 2 of Parker's 3 wash plants are running. The third, which had been operating at Sulphur Creek, has shut down completely, out of stockpiled pay dirt and out of commission, with a limited crew and too many problems stacking up. Parker has no choice but to double down on Dominion Creek, including the ever-problematic long cut. It's risky, unpredictable, and hasn't been delivering the gold he needs, but at this point, it's his only option. Overseeing the long cut is Mitch Blaska, who's been fighting tough conditions all season long. The gold yield from this cut has been far from impressive, but Parker trusts Mitch to pull through, and with the stakes higher than ever, the pressure is on, not just for the seasoned crew but for the rookies too. We are going as fast as we can. Me and the boys are flying today. One of those rookies is 22-year-old James, a greenhorn miner who's behind the wheel of a massive S60 rock truck for the first time. It's a big responsibility, but James is eager to prove himself. He knows that every haul counts, and for him, this is more than just a job. It's a chance to learn, grow, and be part of something bigger. But then trouble. A sudden alarm blares from the truck's control panel. Something's wrong. James, unsure of what's happening, radioed Mitch for help. Already juggling a heavy workload, Mitch isn't thrilled about another problem, but he quickly tells James to move the truck to the side. Only James can't. The dashboard lights up with multiple error codes. This isn't just a minor glitch, it's bad, really bad. The crew rushes in to check the damage, and what they find is nothing short of catastrophic. The companion flange connecting the drive shaft to the rear wheels has snapped, taking out critical systems in the process, including the brake lines and hydraulic hoses that lift the truck's dump box. And to make things worse, the truck is still carrying 60 tons of pay dirt, completely stuck, completely immobilized. Mitch and the crew don't waste a second. Every moment the truck remains stuck is another setback they can't afford before the truck can be towed for repairs. The massive load of pay dirt must be Unloaded, that job falls to Taylor and the mechanical team, who immediately begin replacing the damaged hydraulic hoses to regain control of the dump box. Only after it's emptied can they even think about moving it to the yard for full repairs. As Taylor inspects the damage, he points out an even bigger issue: when a drive line snaps, it rarely breaks alone. There's a lot of work to be done to get it back to running condition. This thing is not safe to run, it's going to be down for a bit. Gotcha. The ripple effect often causes severe collateral damage, and this case is no exception. The team braces for a grueling repair process, but they know that time is working against them. Trucks out of commission, Parker's entire operation slows to a crawl. The bottleneck in transportation means that even if they had pay dirt ready, they wouldn't be able to move it fast enough. The only viable option: Parker makes the tough call to shut down the wash plant temporarily. It's a devastating decision. 300 tons of pay dirt per hour lost, a direct hit to their gold yield and a major blow to an already stressful season. With everything at stake, the urgency of the repairs skyrockets. The crew works as fast as they can to unload the remaining dirt, knowing that a single misstep could turn the situation from bad to worse. One team member issues a serious warning: if they handle this wrong, the weight of the material could shift unpredictably, leading to a deadly collapse. It's a high-risk operation, and everyone knows it, but the tension doesn't stop there. Mitch, desperate to get things moving, again pushes the team to work faster. The added pressure only fuels frustration, and at one point a mechanic has had enough. Snapping back at Mitch, he fires off: if you want it done faster, grab some tools and help. The situation is boiling over, but they don't have time for arguments. Every second lost is another step further from their goal. Target Taylor and his team press on, working tirelessly to replace the truck's compromised systems. The stakes couldn't be higher, and with the clock ticking, one question remains: will they get it fixed in time to salvage the season? Those 60-ton tracks, they've had a huge impact on the mine site, and so when one of those goes down, for whatever stupid little things have been going on with them, things can grind to a halt in a hurry if we don't get them fixed and keep them running. With no time to spare, Taylor and his team jump into action, methodically installing new brake lines and electrical wiring. Every step of the repair requires absolute precision. One wrong move, and they could be dealing with even more mechanical failures. Once everything is in place, they carefully position the new drive shaft, ensuring it aligns perfectly. If anything is even slightly off, the entire system could be compromised. The moment of truth comes as the team meticulously secures the bolts, double-checking their work to guarantee the truck is roadworthy. Taylor gives the final confirmation the truck is ready to roll. Mitch, finally able to breathe a sigh of relief, immediately signals for hauling up operations to resume with the truck back in working order. There's no time to waste. Within 6 hours of the breakdown, the S60 truck is once again hauling pay dirt to the plant, pushing the operation forward. Mitch, grateful for Taylor's quick and expert work, acknowledges just how vital the mechanic's skills were in preventing a total shutdown, but Parker knows better than to celebrate too soon. This mechanical failure was a stark reminder of just how fragile their entire operation is. One broken truck was enough to bring everything to a halt, and if it happens again, they may not be as lucky. For now, though, the crisis has been averted. The wash plant roars back to life, and the team regains their momentum. Yet, as Parker pushes toward his ambitious 8,000-ounce gold target, he and his crew remain on high alert. Every piece of equipment is a lifeline, and in a season as unpredictable as this one, the next disaster could be just around the corner. But Parker Schnabel refuses to let setbacks define his season. Despite a frustrating week filled with costly equipment failures and a disappointing weigh-in, he knows there's No room for hesitation, every ounce of gold is critical, and with time slipping away, the team must turn things around fast after thoroughly skewering the gold room. The crew had hoped to hit triple digits for the week. The result, while respectable, still wasn't enough to offset the operational losses. The numbers had dipped once again, mark a decline that Parker simply couldn't afford with the season now at its midpoint. They had recovered just over 4,175, still a long way from his ambitious 8,000-ounce target before heading back to oversee operations. Parker bagged the gold and reinforced the urgency of their situation. The message was clear: there was no room for error. The entire team understood the stakes every ounce mined in the coming weeks would be critical to salvaging this season. With mounting pressure and little time left, Parker and his crew had no choice but to push harder than ever.